Hello students, our today's topic is physical properties of metals and non-metals. Let us start. What are the physical properties of metals and non-metals? They are luster, hardness, malleability, ductility, sonority, conduction of heat and conduction of electricity. So in this chapter we are going to learn about all these things in detail. This table shows the comparison of physical properties of metals and non-metals. Here you can see properties, and in this column you can see metals, here non-metals. Suppose we are learning about physical state, then for metals it is metals are solid at room temperature except mercury and gallium, which are liquid metals. For non-metals exist as solids, liquids and gases. That means all the three states. Next comes melting and boiling points. Metals are generally having high melting point and boiling point except gallium and cesium. Non-metals have low melting point and boiling point except diamond and graphite. Our next property is density. So metals have generally high density and non-metals have low density. Next topic is malleability and ductility. So all the metals generally show the property of malleability and ductility. That means they are malleable and ductile. Non-metals neither malleable nor ductile, they are very brittle. That means they break very easily. Next property is electrical and thermal conductivity. So all the metals are good conductors of heat and electricity, whereas non-metals are generally poor conductors of heat and electricity except for graphite, which we can find in pencil lead also. Next property is luster, that means shine. So metals possess shiny metallic luster, whereas non-metals do not have luster except for graphite. Our next property is sonorous, that is sound. It produces sound when struck hard. So metals give sonorous sound when they are struck, whereas non-metals does not give a sonorous sound. Our next property is hardness. Metals are generally hard except sodium, potassium and magnesium, which are very soft metals. They can be cut with knife also, that is sodium and potassium. Non-metals, they are generally solid non-metals and they are generally soft except for diamond, which is the hardest known substance. So these were the physical properties of metals and non-metals, which we have compared. Now let us start with physical state, which is solid, liquid and gaseous. All metals are solid except mercury. Mercury is a metal which is liquid at room temperature. Metals like sodium and potassium are very soft and can be cut with a knife. These two are exceptions. Let us start our next topic with an activity under the heading hardness of materials. So appearance and hardness of materials, how they look like and whether they are hard or soft. Based on an activity we can find out whether they are metals or non-metals. You are familiar with a number of materials like iron, aluminium, copper, etc. Some materials have been given in this table 4.1. What are the materials? Iron, coal, sulfur, aluminium and copper. In this table you are supposed to find out the name of the materials which are metals. The rest of the materials in the table 4.1 are non-metals. So luster and hardness are known as the physical properties through which you can identify them as metals and non-metals. Let us find out. Here is the solution. Our first object or the material was iron. It was very shiny appearance and it was very hard also. So what do we conclude? We conclude that iron is a metal. Next, our next material is coal, which was having a dull appearance and it was not very hard also. So coal is grouped under non-metals. Our next object was sulfur, which also was very dull in appearance and very soft. So it also is grouped under non-metals. Next was aluminium. It had a shiny appearance and it was very hard also. So it was grouped under metals. Last material was copper, which had a shiny appearance and it was very hard. So aluminium, copper and iron were placed in group of metals. Our next topic is malleability of materials. What is meant by malleability? Let us try to understand. Have you seen a blacksmith beating an iron piece or an article made up of iron like a spade, a shovel or an axe? Do you find a change in the shape of these articles on beating? Yes. Would you expect a similar change if we try to beat a wood log? No. Let us find out. So, we will try to understand more about malleability of materials with the help of an activity. Take a small iron nail, a coal piece, a piece of thick aluminium wire and a pencil lead. Beat the iron nail with a hammer. Here it is shown in the figure. But take care that you don't hurt yourself in the process. Try to hit hard. Hit hard also the aluminium wire. Then repeat the same kind of treatment on the coal piece and pencil lead also. After doing the experiment, record your observations in the table 4.2. This table you are supposed to record the observations. This is our observation table, what we have observed. So we have observed that iron nail flattens. That means there is a change in the shape of material. Coal piece breaks into pieces. Aluminium wire flattens. Pencil lead breaks into pieces. So what do we conclude? Our conclusion is metals, iron nail and aluminium wire. These two are considered as metals, and non-metals coal piece and pencil lead. So with the help of this experiment or this activity, we concluded that metals flattens on beating, whereas non-metals breaks into pieces on beating or hitting hard. You saw that the shape of the iron nail and the aluminium wire changed on beating. If they were beaten harder, these could be changed into sheets also. You might be familiar with silver foil used for decorating sweets. So you must also be familiar with the aluminium foil used for wrapping food, haven't you? So now we'll understand what is the meaning of malleability. The property of metals by which they can be beaten into thin sheets is called malleability. This is a characteristic property of metals. As you must have noticed, materials like coal and pencil lead do not show this property. Can we call these as metals? No, these are called non-metals. Our next topic is ductility. What is meant by ductility? The property of metals by which it can be drawn into wires is called ductility. Here you can see copper wires. it is made into wires and it is used in electrical fittings, etc. Where do you find the use of aluminium and copper wires? Our answer is electrical wires. Have you seen wires of coal? Definitely not. So, our conclusion is aluminium and copper wires are metals and coal is a non-metal. I hope you understood the physical properties of metals and non-metals. Rest of the topic will be discussing in our next session. Thank you.